Hello! This is a little bonus video. As you can see, you cannot see me. This is just a little paddle of him. Oh my god. I think a voiceover is more fitting for an art commentary. So, yeah, let's get into it right away. First up, Caroline Lawrence. Purple skin, blue eyes, ability technology manipulation. Has a ponytail or pigtails. Her aesthetic is angel core. Her outfit is inspired by a magnet and her weapon is a scotch tape. Additionally, this is her color scheme. To be honest, I had no idea how to combine all that. So, as you can see, I first sketched down a magnet, then just technological patterns. And what was in my head the entire time was futuristic wings, kind of like that. Then I started to sketch it out and I realized that I could incorporate eyes in the design, which is of course a trait of biblically accurate angels. And her halo is a magnetical field as well. And yeah, we have quite a wide variety of colors, so I thought the best thing to do was to kind of create a fade. And to kind of conclude the whole design, I put the same colors up in her hair, so the contrast would be there. And even though I'm kind of proud of it, I have to say that it's a tiny bit overkill. Caroline's portrait was actually the last portrait that I drew, because I wanted to start randomly so I wouldn't get bored of the last character. The fastest technique that I discovered for myself was to draw the line art, block in the colors, and as you can see I have a lot of separate elements, then add color to the line art and clean it up a bit, and then add shadows and block out the highlights. And then I just had to render a lot of it. Add some highlights here and there, a bit of blue lighting on the side, because the surroundings are blue. I wasn't really satisfied with the hair yet, so I made it even more blue. Oh, she's gone. And then I decided that I wanted the eyes on her outfit to blink, and I quickly added some eyelids. And yeah, here's the finished animation. I have to say I'm kind of proud of the wings, because I just freestyled them without a reference. I actually used a reference for every single pose, and this is the one I used for Caroline. I was first looking for a flying reference, but I didn't really find one that I wanted to use, so I found this and I thought, why not? It had to be kind of a side angle so you could see the wings. And you can see them perfectly. I really like it. At the moment she looks a bit like a tropical bird, but I quickly added shading again. I wanted the halo to emit light on her head, and it kind of worked. Then of course the rings, the wings, and the eyes. Oh yes. Here you can see a lot of detailing. I had a great time. I kind of like drawing those kinds of patterns. Last but not least, the hands. And then I made a few elements blurry to give it more depth. And that's it. It almost took me 4 hours. And this is the finished animation. I have to admit, it's kind of hard to find a focus point with your eyes in this design, because there's a lot happening here. So it's not the best design, but it was definitely fun to draw. Alright, now the second character is called Delma Stablev. Oh man, that's the one I was most scared of, simply because the skin is neon green. And additionally, the eyes are a really desaturated blue. It's almost gray. Then she has laser eyes, straight hair. Her outfit is inspired by toothpicks. Her weapon is a shawl. Her aesthetic is arcade core, and additional to the very vibrant green skin, this is the color scheme. I was quite scared to tackle that. So first here's the eye, then some toothpicks, a shawl, and then I started sketching the character right away. As you can see, I put some spikes on the shoulders, but later didn't use that idea. Here you can see that I quickly set it for a rather simple design. I first wanted to make the hair purple, but no, I made the clothes purple instead, and I decided to not add too many details like I did for Caroline. To see if it would work, I shaded it a bit and turned the toothpicks into glow sticks. And yeah, I wanted to give her a bit of makeup, but I kind of forgot. This would have been nice, I admit it. Now, I did not expect it, but Delma ended up being the favorite design of a lot of people, which made me kind of proud, to be honest. And she was actually the first portrait that I did for this video. I think I successfully shaded her green skin, as well as the cyan hair, and the transparent shirt, as well as the glow sticks. Add a little spark, a little fun to it. I really like the rendering on the face, especially this little ambient light, the blue light coming from the side. I thought drawing neon green skin would be kind of painful, but it wasn't. It was actually kind of fun, and I already knew that I would have a great time shading the hair because it's cyan and I just love this color. Then I just had to draw the shawl. I used a fabric reference for it and I kept it rather simple, and of course I had to make her eyes glow because that's her ability after all. And this is the finished animation. Okay, I looked up a reference with a shawl, and the best one I found was actually an anime figurine, and I think the pose is perfect, so I used it. Anatomically, it may not be the best reference, because it's stylized, but I think I did a great job of translating it into my own style. I think the fabric consists out of 6 separate elements, if I'm correct, and I wasn't sure if this was hiding too much of her outfit, but I actually think it's great, because her outfit is simple anyway. And can we talk about how I had to improvise at adding shoes because the feet in the reference are barefoot. Yeah, it's not the best, I know, but I managed to do it. And of course, what really pops out here is the glow sticks. I love that one. Oh, and look at the hair. I just love the hair. Fun fact, I never finished drawing her right arm. It has no hand. There's just fabric. And of course, let's not forget the lasers. I kind of forgot adding them in the final showcase, but I did in the final showcase. And that's Thelma. A lot of people's favorite and an unexpected surprise. Okay, the third one, Charlie Izumitani, was an interesting one. She has gray skin, red eyes, can emit fire from her palm. She has medium hair. Her outfit is inspired by a hanger. Her aesthetic is maidcore, and she uses a toe ring as a weapon. And additionally, this is her color scheme. This was quite interesting to design. First of all, I ignored the toe ring. I already had a vision in mind, as you can see here, so I sketched it out immediately. The special thing about Charlie is that she's a chronic liar, and that's a really memorable character trait. So I kind of wanted to capture what her face would look like, especially because her eyes are a deep red, and I had a great time sketching her out. Drawing her out. This is not a sketch. As you can see, I kind of gave her more sharp cheekbones to give her a more serious looking face, I guess. And yes, as you can see here, I actually used red light as the shadows. Also, do you see the details on the dress here? I really enjoyed drawing that. Then I added another red light source on the side. I don't know, I think red is just really fitting for this character. Because you know, red also symbolizes danger, and that's kind of the vibe that I want people to get from her. Also, do you see those little hangers as earrings? I thought that was a really nice detail. Obviously, since she has fire powers, I looked up a mage reference. I used this one, but I kind of changed it up a bit. The only really big change was the left arm, because I wanted to focus on the right arm emitting fire. Well, to be honest, I didn't want to go through the effort of drawing this arm, but I do think it's a really nice focus point. You know, I kind of think that the outfit theme went missing because the top of the hanger detail up here is kind of unnoticeable, whatever. But you know, I still like it. Here I already added the orange light of the fire that would later be added. I really like shading ruffles, by the way. And of course, the veins on the arm. And of course, we also have a bit of red light coming from the side again. And with some additional rendering, we have this. Now the animation is not quite what I imagined, but you know, I think the design is pretty cool. And she was also a lot of people's favorite, which I'm happy about. Well, now Rohan Kunkel actually ended up being the biggest challenge because he does have vibrant purple skin and faint red eyes, has increased jump flexibility and balance, but his outfit is inspired by a cinder block, which ended up being pretty funny in the script, but with this color scheme and the aesthetic rainy day, it was quite hard to design. And then his weapon is a remote. Oh yeah, and he has medium hair. Yeah, so here I sketched a few cinder blocks to get inspiration. And I think shaping the outfit like this was the best thing I could do. This was the original color scheme for quite a long time, but when it came to drawing his actual full body, I decided that I wanted to change it. So once again, I experimented with the colors a bit and came to this conclusion. And I also realized that I kind of forgot about his aesthetic. So the solution was to say that his clothes are soaked in rain. And since I absolutely did not know what to put on the remote, I kind of brainstormed a bit. So in the middle of this entire process, I just started drawing the portrait. I think the glasses really made the design look good. Otherwise, it would have been kind of boring. And let me tell you, shading this saturated kind of purple was kind of hard because it's so saturated. On the other hand, shading this really vibrant red hair was kind of fun. And shading the eyes was also not that easy because compared to the other colors, they're really pale. I also didn't know what color to add, so I just added blue light from the side. Why not? I also refined the glasses to give them a more metallic look, gave Rohan a bit of makeup and added some highlights to the hair as well as to the glasses. And then in the animation, I moved every single drop on his glasses separately. I think it looks kind of nice. And his glasses also bounce a bit because I just wanted to add movement. Now, talking about movement, I really needed some movement to show in his pose. And it took me quite a long time to find one that had the vibe I was looking for. But eventually I found this sketch and I thought, why not? It was honestly not that easy to draw, but I think I did an okay job, especially adding the clothes, because with this pose they're folding quite a lot. We're gonna ignore this hand, thank you. Instead, look at this shoe. I'm proud of it. Okay, then I wanted to add a bit of variety compared to the others and added lighting from above. And I guess it's coming a bit from behind as well. I just rendered everything as best as I could, but somehow it didn't look completed yet. So I color dodged green light on him. I do not know if that was the right decision or not. not, but you know, at least it adds a bit of variety. And I think it looks great despite the green light on the red hair, which was not easy to add because they're complementary colors. But anyway, at least it's not boring. And here's him fully animated. He's actually breathing compared to Charlie. Last but not least, Elda Maria, with purple skin, purple eyes, braided and or dreads as a hairstyle, an outfit inspired by a cell phone, a pen as a weapon, happycore as the aesthetic, and this color scheme. And she also has the ability of speaking many languages, but not when she's bored. Obviously the biggest challenge here was the ability, and since the colors are harmonizing with each other, the design was the easiest. So I sketched out a cell phone as well as some smileys, and then braids, because I have to admit when I read braided, I thought of braids first. It probably actually meant box braids as well as dreads. And as you know, I changed it up later on. But still, here you have a first prototype with braids. And when I have the chance of giving a character white hair, I'm not gonna miss it. I first wanted to make her tilt her head until I realized that it looked a bit off. So I quickly snapped it back. Rendering the hair took me quite a while, especially because it's white. Because shading white can end up looking muddy pretty quickly. Anyway, I did have a great time adding white eyelashes and eyebrows, as well as those glossy dark purple lips and some texture on the hair. What I did struggle with most was the shading, because as always, I wanted to bring in some variety. So this time the lighting is coming from the side, but that ended up making her face look rather flat. So I added darker shadows, as well as some light from the right side, and also added bright pink light from the left side. Now, just a tiny side note, I added a bit of metal to the suspenders, which symbolize the buttons on a cell phone, like the on-off button, and on the other side, the volume control buttons. Here you can see me defining everything, adding a bit of texture to the whole thing. Out of all the characters, her eyes are my favorite, because oh, look at them. Look at those white eyelashes. Okay, how do you find a pose of someone riding something in the air? Yeah, it's pretty hard, and I didn't find one. What I did find was this one. I just had to change it up a bit and put down the right arm, and there we have it, it's perfect. I wanted to keep the outfit rather blocky to maintain the shape of a cell phone. It does look a bit cursed without the pants, I don't know. Without the pants, she just looks like she's wearing 80s workout clothes. But yeah, I'm a really big fan of these pants. I just love the shape, as well as the smiley buttons on it. It just looks great. And then here's some text, because obviously the top of her outfit represents a screen. And once again, we have a barefoot reference, which I had to transform into shoes. And honestly, they're not bad. Okay, we do have purple text here, shining light on her face, as well as blue light from the side once again. I think I just like adding blue light from the side. And what wasn't in the portrait, but I added it anyway, was some hair strands in the front, because I think I kind of messed up the hairline. And then additionally, I made the text in front of her glow to make it really shine on her. And there we have it. I wanted to make her actually write the text, but that was kind of too much work and I didn't know how to approach it. So I just, you know, didn't, but I like it anyway. And all those poses facing in different directions was actually on purpose, because I have two people facing left, two people facing right, and one person facing the front. And why is that important? Well, to get a really cool group picture. To be honest, they're all kinda colorful, and when it comes to character design, especially to designing a group of people, it's a bit too all over the place. But in the end, that's alright, because I just had a great time designing them. I did not have the intention of designing well-designed, memorable characters for a story or something. No, I just did whatever the random generator told me to do. And a lot of you seem to like my ideas, so I can't complain. And I really appreciate all the support. So yeah, even though it's a bit different, I hope you enjoyed my voiceover. We're gonna see each other soon, and have a nice day, evening or night. And bye!